Hari Om, Namaskar to all of you. Hey Janardana. I have some interesting comments for the video probably I posted last time. Let us see what are the comments and what can be appreciated. Of course. Now let me. Shravanti M. Konduri. She states, Sridhar Guruji, I wish everyone was blessed to know what makes them happy and the strength to stick to it. I always thought that just because everyone is doing it does not make it right. Unfortunately, that is how the whole humanity is functioning. Whether it is a rat race, all parents are doing it, we have to do it, or work culture, that is how all managers are, so we have to be that way, or even home, that is how we have to constrain and restrain and condition as everyone is doing it. We sacrifice peace and well-being to fit in to a framework. Fit into a framework or justify our own behavior. One has to be extremely conscious to filter and to be solid with it. I wish there was more freedom of thought without judgment, that everyone can be happy and live to make others happy and uplift. Only your grace to be open-minded and not be influenced by negativity, Sada. Shravanti. Sairam Guruji, I wish everyone was blessed to know what makes them happy and strength to stick to it. Yes. What gives you happiness is only known to you. What may give happiness to you may not be giving happiness to somebody else. Everyone is very unique. When everyone is a very unique personality, I don't call you as different, please note. I don't consider you as different, and we should never presume that others are different. We should always keep in mind that everyone is unique. When you have uniqueness, when you call it difference, you will be doing some calculation. How different it is. What are the attributes this person has? What are the attributes this person has? Which person is superior to which person? Which thought to be imbibed and which thought to be neglected? All these things come when you start looking at others differently. Suppose, if you can develop a habit, a good habit, like some people develop so many habits, like this is also a habit. You can make it habitual to look at every person uniquely, not differently. Every person carries something, some attribute. The Bhagavan has blessed everybody with everything. And He has also kept something with everybody which they can excel. Where everybody can do everything, probably all are common. When they excel in that particular thing, they are unique, not different. When somebody is unique, you will enjoy it. For example, I will tell you, a small kid is there. What? When it does so many things, we enjoy it. But you can't do it. When the kid stands, we clap. We recognize that effort. We say, you have done a good job. When it starts walking, we clap. We are very happy. When it starts crawling, walking like this, little bit, with that elegance. The kid has that elegance. Every kid. Every kid has got. When you observe that, you will know every kid has got its own methodology of elegance. Even elegance, there is something very, very precious in that. That one elegance may not tally with another elegance, but both the elegance will make people looking at it very happy. Suppose you have a twins, you can find that among the twins itself, they are your own kids, your own gene. But you can find that subtle uniqueness in both of them. Both were born at the same time almost, but they both behave somewhat uniquely here and there. So uniqueness becomes very important. Whether we can appreciate anything that is unique is once again a very big question. So, when people talk about, they say, sometimes, most of the times they say, I am happy because of this, I should have it. I am happy, somebody says, somebody told me, I would like to have purchased a house. That is his desire. He will be happy because of that. Someone else says, I don't want to purchase, Guruji. I have heard such statements. It's a waste. I would like to live in a rented house. My means to purchase a house is not there. But I am very satisfied to live in a rented house. Because all the repairs, works and all the owner will do. Only the rent I have to pay. I have to maintain the house well. A little bit of maintenance I have to pay. Other than that, any major repair he is going to take. Once in 3 years, 4 years, he will whitewash or whatever it is. So, this is more easier. But it is temporary. Always temporary. Any point of time you may be asked to leave. Okay, you leave, you can get another. As long as you have not entered into a comfort zone, which gives you some illusory happiness, as long as there is always a possibility for you to recognize that uniqueness. There is a possibility. Okay. So here, what gives happiness? You don't know. And most of the time, this happiness is also temporary. So suddenly this will give happiness. After some time, kids are there now. They get them some toys. They will play with it for some time. Then another new toy comes. They will go behind that toy. We are more like kids. Our happiness suddenly will shift to something else. It is not eternally you are not happy. Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma teaches you to eternally be happy. That's why they say Satyam, Vada, Dharmam, Chara. All these things came. Please speak truth, do charity, respect the father, respect mother, respect the guru, respect the guest who comes into the house. He is Swayam Narayan himself. Okay. So basically, this is what is said in all the Vedas. Everything together is another dharma, not just Manuka, a little bit Samhita, where some rules and regulations as of that date which could be implemented was being mentioned. Whether it is continuously possible to continue that depends on the grit of the person. So there may be somebody who is still following it, maybe there. But he will be an odd man out, an odd woman out. We do not know. Okay. But we are talking about the majority of people, not the minority who may be here and there and who will be doing so many things. But what to do? Yes. So, when we keep on changing the priorities of happiness, you do not know what is really going to make you happy. Permanently. Eternally. At least as long as you live life on this earth. So, what will give that kind of a happiness? If you want to really retain it, you are saying here, Shravanti, that strength to stick to it. Strength to stick to it should be more an eternal aspect, not a temporary aspect. Happiness of temporary nature need not be sticked upon. It is more transitory. It is more ephemeral. It is more very small. It's going to be there for some time. So your happiness is going to keep on changing. Shravanti, you need not stick on to such happiness, which keeps changing. Eternally you have to be happy. Probably a little bit you have to take from Sanatana Dharma. Little bit. At least little bit. See, today Sanatana Dharma, to implement it totally may be difficult also, because we have all changed. But the masters are there, gurus are there. When you go to them and say that I cannot follow, they will give you, simplify and give you a method by which you can do. They take the responsibility, please remember, for correcting you or giving you anything or telling you anything. The responsibility goes on the guru when he directs you. When you can't do it, please do it this way, when he says. Then the responsibility is taken by the Acharyan, master. But whether you are doing it or not, you will come sometimes. You will ask him sometimes. He will say sometimes. You may feel that is also not practically possible for you to implement. Once again, go back to him. Guruji, you said like this. Now I am not able to do it. Now you tell me another solution. Guru has a lot of patience. As Prayogis, we have a lot of patience. So, okay, we try. To what extent? Without much corrupting the basics, fundamentals. How well we can match the Dharma Shastra or Sanatana Dharma to the present day world and present day needs is something which the Guru tries to look at, because Guru looks at everything. He doesn't look at just what has been said in the scriptures or what has been just said in the Puranas, or many things are there in Vedas, Vedangas, wherever, whatever has been said. Not just he looks at that. He looks at you in such a way that whether you can lead a happy life or not. Ultimately, religion is pro-life, it is not anti-life. I am not talking about those people here and there who may be perverts, who may be using the religion to make it anti-life. I am not talking about that. I am talking about the good people who are there always, who can suggest you methods, as a result of which you will still be in a position. So I always thought that just because everyone is doing it does not make it right. The next one. That is what is happening, because my father has told me, my grandfather has told me, my great-grandfather has told me, we have been following only this. Just because you have been following the same thing repeatedly, it doesn't become right. Yes. I agree with you, Shravanti. Yes. Certainly yes. Even, suppose I will tell you, suppose a kid is there, a kid is born. The parents want to bring up the kid in a particular way. Okay, they have their own imagination how a kid should be. Present a lot of literatures are there. Doctors say this, doctors say that. One of somebody known to me, she delivered the twins. The way she brings up the kids. No TV. No gadgets, and they have to come with the plate and ask, Mummy, I am hungry. Please remember, they are just 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years. Okay. They have to come and ask. This is the kind of discipline the parents are insisting as far as their kids are concerned. Of course, I have nothing to comment because that's the way you bring up. You think that's the way. See, you feel something is the way and you are opting it. Whether it is okay or not or all those things, no. But somewhere, please remember, somewhere this will get diluted because as you start living, initially we start everything with all seriousness. Then subsequently what we do, it gets watered down. Because we may be in India or we may be in America, we will be here. So, what all you did here, you may not be able to do in another country. It's not possible. Okay. When it is not possible, how will you do it? It's not possible. Practically, it's not possible. Those countries' laws, that so many things may be there. Today, even in our country, when you go to schools, the first thing they show is a monitor. Now even ABCD is shown in the monitor. Somewhere I saw a woman was cooking. The kid was there. She gives the cell phone to the kid. She puts some YouTube something and gives. Something like, kids some cartoon, this, that. Tom and Jerry. Achha? Good. But she is not able to manage the kid at that particular point of time. And she gives the cell. This is one more case. You see, that case was absolutely no cell, nothing, this, that. Another set of parents give the cell itself because they are not able to manage inside the kitchen or in the office room, whatever it is. Some parents sometimes, nowadays some offices allow even the kids can be in some place, they can still manage like that. Somewhere I have heard. Okay, somewhere I have heard. Some companies allow that, then they keep the kid, they come, all these things. Sometimes some are single mothers. Okay, naturally, they have a kid, they have to take care of the kid. They are alone, the husband is not there. They have their own problems. What I mean to say is, the thinking is totally diversified. So what is right? How we can say what is right? Only the future can say what is right or where you have gone wrong. But actually, what Shravanti says, there is a point. She says, unfortunately, that is how the whole humanity is functioning. Whether it is a rat race, all parents are doing it, we have to do it. Or work culture, that is how managers behave, so we have to behave like that. Or even home, that is how we have to constrain or restrain and condition as everyone is doing it. We sacrifice peace and well-being to fit into a framework. Perfectly right. Yes. This is what is the rat race. Yes, because everybody is doing it, I am doing it. He has a house, I should have a house. I don't think whether I have the capacity or capability to have a house or not. I don't have any capacity or capability. Whether I have that to have, then house, he will be building a house with 5 bedrooms, 10 bedrooms. We don't know. Nowadays, something and all, I'm seeing in Hyderabad, I'm seeing everyday advertisement in papers. Okay, when I go high-tech city, that side, when I go to the developing side of Hyderabad, where Cyberabad is there, Pura IT hub, there if you go and see all our skyscrapers, I don't know, 30 floors, 40 floors. Somebody was telling me the other day, we are building 76 floors. And the best part is, ground floor and all is less costly. And as every floor you go up, you have to pay more. Because probably, 76 floor, you are nearer to God, so you have to pay more. Maybe, we don't know. No pollution on top, nothing, very calm. People's aspirations, this, that, everything is something totally different. And we copy others' aspirations. We are not imbibing. You can't use the word imbibe. When this person, when you start comparing yourself with another person, and when we feel a little bit jealous also, it will be there, subtle jealous. Jealousy will not be visible very openly, but jealousy may be visible very subtle. When you are moving with a person, you will know a little bit here and there will be there. That will lead to this competition. Then the Baju boy is writing IIT. I know one gentleman, he called me from Madurai. I had gone on some work. He called me from Madurai. I was somewhere. He called me and he went on sending voice messages. And all voice messages are 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Who has got the time to keep hearing your Ramgatha? Everybody has got Ramayana, Inti Ramayana. Every house has got a Ramayana. There is a Rama, there is a Sita, there is a Anjaneya, there is a Ravana, Kumbhakarna, everybody is there in the family itself. Every house has got a Ramayana. They write. He has written. Then I thought, why is he going? Okay, then I heard one other message. It was only nothing. He is putting his son and daughter in the school, so he needs some assistance. This man is known to be very close to me. In the sense, I used to go and stay in one particular hotel, and he is in the reception. Then I heard 1, 2, 3 things. He made his kids to talk, son to talk, daughter to talk. And the school in which he is admitting the kids, because his salary will be paltry. Suppose let us presume his wife is also working. That will also be very paltry. Because the kind of work what they do, work is very good. They do a very sincere work because it's a hospitality industry. You have to smile at everybody, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. But you see the greed. He is admitting his boy and girl in a school, which is a private school. Please remember, private school where the term fees is so costly. Even a person who is earning well may think twice to go to such schools because it's very costly. Their education, because they provide a lot of things. Such schools, please remember, kids may come by car. Kids will come by probably very costly motorbikes. At best you can send him in the school bus. When he gets down in the school bus, he will see all this. She will see all this. Imagination starts developing for the kids at that particular stage, and we as parents start contributing to its greed. You can definitely encourage the desire of the kid, but say its limitation. This man did not understand that this is the first year. Even if I give him some money for this year to join the kids, next year what he will do? Every year it is not possible. A little bit of money we can share. We have to share with 100 people. Raja used to say those days, when somebody comes to you and give you 100 rupees and asks you to do homam, you please tell him, I will not do like this. You collect one rupee from 100 people and then do it. Let the palan go to everybody. Why one person? Like that, why in the name of charity you should give too much to one person? You have to distribute it equitably, the way it has to be done. For different things, that way you have to. But you know what? Greed. This is what I have been saying. Greed, greed, greed. Where the world is going, this rat race is because of the greed. And children we will start doing, putting them here, there. See, basically, he may be a good singer. He may have a good voice. He may learn some traditional music or even Western pop or something like something. Okay, he will learn something. Some Western music, jazz, anything. He may learn so many things. He may become a good musician. Because that profession we don't know whether he can earn well. Whether he will get that kind of a money. We do not know. But he is best for that. And if he sings and people hear, people will be very happy. What do singers or dancers do ultimately? Singers or dancers, actually what they do? They make the people happy. Of course, there also ego has come. Nowadays I see fights between them also. So, yes, everybody is very greedy. And probably that needs to be removed. At least we should not indulge in making our kids also greedy with our actions. Of course, we can't do anything about the work culture. You call work culture toxic. Everywhere work culture is like, when you find one toxic, then you will feel like leaving this toxic and going to another toxic, which may be less. Because everywhere the culture today may be toxic. We have very few managers or management who can understand the human limitations also and be supportive, and at the same time must be able to get the best out of that person, which will be useful to the organization. Is it? See, that's what I have long back I have read something. There is some economics man. There used to be one theory called Abraham Maslow's theory. He will draw two triangles. He will put here basic things of life, then some security, then status, then achievement, self-aggrandizement, like that. This side triangle, basic pay, DA, HR, HRA, whatever it is. Okay. Security, next PF, gratuity, you retire. Okay, all that. Next, once these things, next third is status. Then self-aggrandizement. That's what happens. Once you get a little bit of money, your ego starts. Now what next? Now status. Now status should be maintained the way the other person is maintained. Now the problem. Now the rat race starts. Or justify our own behavior. That is one more big problem. Everybody has got an explanation as to why they behave like that. And that explanation what they give is not a confession. Please remember. The explanation where they give is the defense. It's not a confession. It is a defense which they make as to why they have made, and they justify it. In confession there is nothing like a justification. Yes, but I did it, it is wrong. Over. I am confessing. So whatever is the resultant thing, please avoid me. Over. Okay. But here justification is done. Normally everybody feels. Everybody wants a reputation but not character. You see, I want the end product but I do not want the raw material. If you have a good character, when you process it, you will get good reputation as a final product. Without having a character, where is the question of reputation? The question of reputation doesn't arise. But humans know. No. We are interested in reputation, but we will not be a balanced character. Greed. See how many things are happening, and very nice this comment from Shravanti. I appreciate it. One has to be extremely conscious to filter and to be solid within. Yes. I wish there was more freedom of thought without judgment. Non-judgmental. Non-judgmental thoughts. When thoughts come, what you do? You start comparing. So can you have thoughts still looking at everything the way it has to be looked? Not jump to judgment. Can you do it? You should. Suppose we say, when you know something, don't conclude. Even if you conclude, don't analyze. Or if you are analyzing before, okay, you have analyzed and you have concluded. So don't conclude. Sometimes people, without analyzing, they will conclude and then they will analyze. That's why I said like that. Everything over, then judge. That is also okay. Don't deliver. Can you have a thought without comparison? Just looking at it. Just knowing the truth of it. Just keeping it to yourself. Can you do it? Yes, $1 billion question, because unless you are non-judgmental, you cannot be unconditional in love. When we judge something, we will become conditional in love. When we don't judge something, we will be unconditional in love. So that unconditionality of love is very important. So of course, non-judgmental is good. Without judgments, that everyone can be happy and live to make others happy and uplift only your grace, to be open-minded and not be influenced by negativity. Okay, you consider me as an influencer of positivity, because nowadays you say some influencer. You know, I heard this name. I was reading some paper somewhere, some influencer, this, that. It seems they influence. Suppose it's nowadays, because this electronic media, internet is there, Facebook is there. Since Facebook is there, I am able to put it. Since YouTube is there, I am able to talk to you. So they are all useful. But they just do the mechanical function part of it. They have been kind enough to offer Facebook or Google. Is it? So many things. Apple. So every company, for your comfort and welfare, they are doing it. That doesn't mean that you should get caught in the comfort zone. I don't say you should not use it. Use it. But when you feel you are becoming very uncomfortable, you are becoming very comfortable, make yourself uncomfortable by not using it. Otherwise, you will get caught into that vicious cycle of comfortability from which you cannot come out. Very good. Next, Maunika Madhula says, thanks for this video, Guruji. The story you had shared in this video is exactly what the world is. You either go with the herd mentality or understand oneself, the needs, and be able to visualize the demarcation line between normalcy and greed. Thank you very much. See, Maunika says, yes, as we said, no, said about a story about the monk asking water. I think that's what she's mentioning. Herd mentality. What is this herd mentality? Sheep you have seen, they go in herd. Because they will be walking and going. It's a herd mentality. Just you will be going. Because the other one is doing, I am also doing. I don't think whether it is really needed for me. Sometimes people go and purchase so many things. Whether needed, not needed. They don't have the principle of, suppose I am purchasing something, I am taking one thing from outside, what I have used and which is in good condition, or if it is slightly repaired, repair it and give it to a person who doesn't have such things in life. If he can use it, if it will be useful to him. Why not you give what is used by you at least to him? I don't expect you to purchase a new one and give. If possible, do it. If possible, do it. There are so many people who don't have anything. For them, you can give a little bit, no, whatever you have enjoyed. Let them also enjoy what is there. Let them also have, no. Let them be happy, no. When you make somebody happy, you will be producing good aksharas. Of course, whom are you making happy? And what is the purpose for it? The purpose must be useful. The purpose must be collective. The purpose must be welfare. welfare to humanity, welfare to the Bharata Desha. We should never do anything against the interest of the country. Whatsoever, everything you do, anything you do, you should think how this will help humanity, how this will help this Bharata Desha. The great people of the Surya Vamsam and Chandra Vamsam. That's the wonder of this. Lord Rama and Krishna. So beautiful. One was a Kshatriya, another was a Yadava. Bhagavan, you see, you are saying this caste to that caste. Bhagavan is not saying other. He is coming in every caste. He is coming as a Brahmin also. He is coming. He is going to come now. Kali also. How he is going to come is only known to him. Yes. Appreciate you, Monica, for this. Yes, the story, as that is what is happening. We have to visualize demarcation line between normalcy and greed. You must be conscious for it and you must be open-minded for it. Okay, this next also, I think some comments are there. Let me see. Kindly wait. Yes, there is one comment from Aparajita Bansal. She says, Hari Om Guruji, beautiful message. Kindly blesses Guruji with courage and strength to always imbibe and exhibit the qualities which makes this world a better place to live. And that behavior through us shall happen without any thought of self-pity, suppression, cowardice, or any self-aggrandizement. Beautiful, Aparajita. Beautiful message. Beautiful. Courage. Yes, courage. Keep praying to Narasimha. He will grant you the courage. Just keep saying. Number of times. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnam Jwalantam Sarvatomukam Rasamam Bhishanam Badram Mrityum Namamyam. Just keep on repeating. Male, female, inside, outside, up, down. Keep repeating. Keep saying. With all that fervor, heart towards Bhagavan. That heart should be full of Bhagavan. Do it. Courage automatically comes. Lord will give you the courage, and with that courage you will do many good things. Not things that affect the society. When you are with Bhagavan, with the devil, yes, you do other things. Good. Always imbibe, exhibit the qualities which makes the world a better place. Good. That behavior through us shall happen without any thought of self-pity. This is another big problem. This self-pity is a very, very big problem. Sometimes people ask me, why this is happening to me? I have never done any wrong to anybody. Why this should happen? If everything was equal, every child will be born in a small village hospital or in a government hospital. Today that is not the case. One kid is born in government hospital, so one kid is born in some corporate hospital. At the time of birth, the kid is innocent. Why there is a difference in birth? Yes, affordability, all this you will say. I am not talking about affordability. Why Bhagavan should create like that, an environment like that? Why like that? That is karma. The past karma determines the present life, Sanchita karma. After our coming, we accumulate prarabdha karma. That is another big thing. Then this prarabdha karma outstanding will be Sanchita karma for next birth. You will accumulate prarabdha next karma. This goes on increasing and you need a prayogi to clean all. Unless your karma is cleaned properly, yes, the suffering continues. Pain is always there. Don't consider pain as suffering. Pain is different, suffering is different. Pain automatically doesn't pay. As we are organic, as we have a mind, we feel that pain. That is not suffering. Suffering is more something else, which is more, hurts. That is where self-pity comes. When you start considering pain as a suffering, then self-pity comes. If you can accept pain as a normal organic function, for which you may have to go to a whatever medicine, this, that, injection, something. But once you start lamenting, once you start saying that, why this for me alone? There are people who ask this. That is because of your past. The past is still hanging. Despite the prayogi cleaning the past, still the past is hanging in some cases. Because the Pitrus are not allowing. The forefathers have to cooperate with the prayogi to change your fate. Of course, everything is Bhagavan, not us. We just follow something which the Gurus have said, that's all. We have faith in what we are doing. So naturally, aprajita, self-pity should not be there, suppression. In our country, sometimes we are teaching suppression, sometimes. Suppression is not transcendence. Transcendence is possible provided you have lived with something. Suppression is you are trying to avoid something coming to you, as a result of which there will be more negativities. Still that thought will be lingering somewhere. Because you are suppressed long back. You are not allowed to do something. When the situation arises where the situation is such that now you can do, there is nobody to suppress, then you will do that. Because it is still lingering in the mind. Unless you live with it, there is no transcendence. I agree with you. Cowardice. What to do with cowardice? Coward. What to do with cowardice? That's all. Fear, fear, fear. In fact, I feel opposite of love is not hatred. Opposite of love is fear, I think. It's more the fear. Fear makes you not to love. Fear makes you not to love. Suppose I am very lovable to somebody, I keep talking, I going, etc., etc. Then suppose I am more a people man, I talk with everybody, I don't have anything. Anybody known to me, I will be just talking. Somebody not known to me, he asks some questions, I will reply, provided I can reply. That's all. I don't reveal much about my identity. Nowadays a little bit has come because of all this, what you are seeing, videos, this. So fear means only, Arsama, what are you doing? You will take care. Self-aggrandizement, that is one more very big problem, very egoistic. Once you have come up in life, you have a lot of money, you must be more balanced. The other day, one boy had given me, he lost his job, poor fellow, nice fellow, good character, very good person. I know him from those days. He's in a good organization. Was there naturally when organization is going, now it's all retrenchment, people are being sent out probably. That's also temporary. For some time they will go out, then come in. Now all these things are very normal. Sometimes you will be out of it. Sometimes you may like an employment, sometimes you may not like, but still you may have to continue. All this is there. He lost his employment. He gave me, Guruji, I have been terminated. That is true. Harsh word. No. I thought you were balanced. A balanced person, what he will say? Guruji, I enjoyed a lot of things in the existing couple. You won't say there, I have not terminated. I have been relieved of my duties. I am not searching for another employment. Subsequently, he got it. Within 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, he got it. Now he is writing next. What he is writing, you know? Luckily, Guruji, I got the same post as director. Are Guru. Guru, you are trapped. Guru totally trapped. Gone. Because someday this will also go. It's not a permanent life. It's an uncertain life. In the uncertain life, you must learn to live authentic. Authenticity must be there in whatever you say and execute it. It must be good. Absolutely. It must be good to you, good to others. So authenticity should be based on that. So if you are very authentic, then it's all right. But he is saying no. Suddenly, this is what? Self-aggrandizement. Not it. This is what? Somewhere that ego. In fact, if you are knowledgeable, you must be more balanced when it is adverse condition. You are being balanced when everything is favorable to you. It's not a big thing. It's already you are blessed with everything. When you are not blessed with everything, suddenly something is pulled away from you. That is the time, adverse condition, that is the time one has to be totally balanced. Otherwise, whatever you have learnt and from whichever institution, to whatever guru you had been, it's an insult to Guru. Yes, I agree with you. Let me see. Nice, thanks Prajita, it was very good. Now let me see, is there any more comment? Kindly excuse me, there is one last comment from Vasanti Srinath. Namaskaram Guruji, I find that being nice to those who are toxic with me is very challenging. I am unable to reciprocate in a positive way to the negativity. How should we practice how not to be like those people? See, please remember, if you are not able to do, kindly practice it. You can't help it. If you come out of a toxic environment, another environment will also be toxic. A known devil is better than an unknown angel. If you come out of this and go into that thinking that there is no toxicity, somebody will say, hey, here it is very good. One fellow told me, I'll tell you something. He said, Guruji, I worked with my boss some 10 years back. Suddenly he called me. He left the organization and went. He now called me. It seems he is starting another organization. He wants me in that office. Of course. There are very good leaders with whom you can go. There is nothing wrong. When he is starting, you can be with him. You can, because you know him. There are some points which we have to note. Just like that we can't go. Suppose he is a boss. He was a boss and not a leader. Then is it worth it? If he was a colleague, you know him, yes, fine. But still there is something. 10 years has passed. In this 10 years, what changes have happened to your previous boss? You do not know. Suddenly he calls you because he knows you are a good worker. He asks you to join. Because they will be, they work with so many people who is good. They know very well, they want them to be there. That is a very normal thing which happens, is it? So, what happens? This, very naturally, he called them. But now you are running the risk. The risk is, the person is not the same person. Even by default, you are not the same person the next day. Added experience is there. But that added experience, have you learnt out of it in the way in which it has to be learned? Your learning may be there, but it will be something wrong. So, learning also from experience must be the way it has to be learned. So now, this person is calling you. You do not know also. This 10 years of gap. What all changes have happened in his domestic side, official side, outside, all that has got an impact on whatever he is doing at home or outside or official side. Okay. So I said, be judicious. Be judicious and decide. You must know, you should look at all factors. You may have to collect many information about your past boss before you join. Just like that you can't jump. Of course, I am not talking about leaders. They are always the best and you can go with them, it's free. They are more gurus. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Bye.